I'm Edwin Warfield, the publisher of Citybiz, and I'm honored today to interview Tom Milburn, who is a principal at YHB. Welcome, Tom.
Thanks, Edwin. Good to be here.
You've been appointed the next CEO of YHB starting in October. How are you and Scott Muldoon preparing for this transition?
It's been a great opportunity. Before I jump into that, I'd like to thank the other principals at YHB for entrusting me with this, great opportunity. We've got a great group of leaders, so I'm really excited about the opportunity to take on this new challenge. As a firm, we decided that it was important for us to have an opportunity for this transition period. So Scott and I have worked together since the beginning of my career, so almost 26 years. So we have a great working relationship, and Scott has been, I'd be remiss if I didn't say how much the firm has appreciated Scott's leadership over the last 5 years. Unprecedented times, pandemic. And then for YHB specifically, we've done 5 very successful mergers. And Scott has been steady, strong leadership through all that. And that's continuing in this transition period. He's been my greatest resource and advocate. And, we're excited about this being a really good, strong transition.
And can you provide a snapshot of where YHB is today, the number of accountants, locations, your key services that you're providing?
So YHB has always been niche-based. We have our service industries that we focus on. We try to be trusted advisors in everything that we do. We don't try to do everything for everybody. But as mentioned, our kind of the snapshot of our footprint, we're very strong in Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. With our merger with Rolls & Company in 2021, and most recently our merger with Glass Jacobson in 2022, gives us a great presence in Baltimore, and we see that as a huge opportunity for us. We're very excited about what comes with our affiliation with Glass Jacobson Wealth, GJ Wealth. So we see that as a huge growth opportunity, along with our presence, down the 95 corridor, Fredericksburg and Richmond, and then kind of where it all started for us in the Shenandoah Valley. So we feel like our footprint is, really a strong place for us to be. So we're about 300 professionals now. We like the industries that we're in. We, along with the succession planning for CEO, we also did name 3 service leaders, which is a new thing for us. And with our growth and the mergers that we've done in recent years, we thought it was really important for us to set ourselves up for continued strong assimilation of the firms that we've merged with, but also to set ourselves up for what's next. And with that, we've named Elaine Kane as our tax leader. Elaine brings, such strong institutional knowledge, but also such a vision for where we need to be and the ability to get us there. We've named Matt Smith as our audit leader. Matt has always been a strong culture warrior for YHB, but also sees the innovation, and he seized on that in the ways that we're going to be better going forward. And then Dory Franzello-Kurtz, who comes to YHB through one of the mergers, but she's, her experience in kind of our newest service. It's our newest service line, but it's not new service to us. But we're, again, with our reorganization, she's going to lead our client accounting and advisory services division. And we see that the sky's the limit with that, with Dory's experience and her vision for that. So we feel like, our size, kind of being the perfect alternative for small and mid-sized businesses and individuals in that, kind of mid-Atlantic region. We love what we're set up for.
So let's talk a little bit about last year's addition of 50 Glass Jacobson Financial Group team members. What has that been? What impact has that had on YHB?
It's been very positive. With any merger, there's always change. But we feel like the experience that we've had over the last 3 years with the mergers that we've done has helped inform us. And the reality of it is that, the Glass Jacobson Group was such a strong, great reputation. Their investment advisory arm, which is a huge advantage for us. We had developed YHB Wealth over the last 5 years, but this just takes us to the next level to be affiliated with GJ Wealth. So we see, the sky's the limit with that group. They're such a strong reputation, and a history that they've had for over 50 years in the Baltimore market. We're so excited about what that affiliation brings for us.
And so the wealth management was not part of that deal, correct?
No, that's an affiliation, but it does bring, a significantly larger portfolio of services that we can bring with our YHB clients. So we're very excited about what they bring. We had a very strong start with YHB Wealth, but this just kind of springboards us into the future as to what we can offer to our client base.
And so talk a little bit about, I know it's a little probably premature to talk about your strategic plans, but, where is YHB headed? Are you going to expand your footprint? Are there any other services that you're going to provide?
Well, that's a little inside business there, isn't it, Edwin? So we had a prior strategic plan prior to the acquisition activity that we've done in the last 3 years. We had a great opportunity last summer. The principal group met and developed a 5-year strategic plan. And really what the new strategic plan did for us was a focus on wealth, a focus on client accounting advisory services, but it was also an opportunity for us to, kind of take a look back at what we've done, the significant organic and merger growth that we've had, and to kind of use that as a springboard to what's next. I think probably what you'll see for us is, and I think what you're seeing in this reorganization that I talked about with, my appointment and our service leaders, and what you're kind of seeing from us is the opportunity for us to kind of look where we are and grow from that, build some processes. We're going to be looking at, automation and other opportunities that we have to take what we feel like is our great culture of a team-focused group, great client service. We feel like we're positioned really well, but then to use that to springboard us to the next level and what's in the future. But just to kind of set ourselves up in the next year or two for that next springboard of growth.
And so you've done 5, you said mergers. Are there any lessons learned from those mergers? What came out of that? Things that you should do in a merger? Share some of your insights.
I think what we've learned most is, that change comes with pain. So I wouldn't say that everything has been, perfect, but what we've learned from it is to, take such we've aligned ourselves with such great individuals through the course of the mergers, and to be open to all the opportunities that brings, and to not, we feel like we've got a really good process, but then to be able to meld what we feel like is a really good culture with some of the things that we can learn from other very successful organizations, and to use that as our opportunity for growth. So we feel like we've learned a lot over the last 3 years in terms of taking what we feel like is a very positive and well-accepted YHB culture and client service model, but to learn from the people that we've merged with.
Talk a little bit. I've spent some time on your website, YHB's commitment to the community. Can you share some examples of how you're involved with the community? Obviously, you were very involved in Northern Virginia, but how is that expanding into other areas?
That's been kind of a core of who we are since the founding of YHB, and obviously of all the firms that we have merged with over the last 3 years. That's part of the culture and how we, built a bond with all of the firms that we've merged with. It's been I've been with YHB for 26 years. And it's been a key part of an expectation. Expectation is probably the wrong word. Part of what we feel is, very positive part of what we do. We've been given a platform with a great group of clients, a great group of team members, and we try to follow what their passions are and use those opportunities to serve the communities that we work with. We have, one of our largest industry niches is a nonprofit group. And that's one of the most fulfilling ways that we work with, some of our best clients is through, helping them fulfill their mission, but then also, learning what our staff are very passionate about And each of our offices, kind of has a core charity that they work with. So we're very excited as a firm to be involved in that and to continue to build that.
So, is there any part of the Tom Milburn story or the YHB story that you haven't shared with us that you'd like to share with us?
Ooh, I don't have any deep dark secrets.
We wouldn't expect an accountant to have too many deep dark secrets.
um, I guess, I feel like, I still have stayed very involved in our recruiting and our talent development part of the firm. And if that's probably a piece for me that I feel the most passionate about, that, this profession and YHB in particular has been so wonderful for me personally and professionally and for my family, and something to be very proud of. So I try to share that with people that are the kids coming out of college that are looking for a place to land, talented, experienced professionals that are looking for a change. Feel like YHB is really a good home for that. It's been a place for me that has been. I joke all the time. Nobody ever asked me. I never got another job offer, so I never had to dust off my resume. So maybe that says something about me, but I've always been kind of all in on YHB, and I feel very strongly even today that this is a place where you can have a very fulfilling career. And not just that, it's a place where you can, it's a great team, great family environment. We have a lot of flexibility. So, we're proud of what we've built, and we want to keep that going. We feel like even as we grow, that's the kind of culture that we want to keep.
Well, it's been fun to watch the firm. I've done the firm for a long time, but it's fun as you've added some additional companies. It'll be interesting to see as you take over at the end of this year, whether you head north or south or, what's next. So
We'll keep you on your toes, Edwin, but we do appreciate all the support that Citybiz has been for us. We appreciate the platform and the opportunity to share our story with you all.
thank you for your time. And we look forward to your stewardship.